Welcome to T1 Academy. In our last sessions, we discussed some of the important concepts for our CSAT. So today in this session, we are going to discuss about one more important concept, that is seating arrangement and puzzles. So first we will see some of the basics regarding the seating arrangement and puzzles, and then we will try to solve some of the previous year's problems as well as some questions from this seating arrangement and puzzles. See here students, this seating arrangement, the question from the seating arrangement will be little bit tricky. What my personal suggestion for you people is, if you are really good in solving the seating arrangement and by reading the question only for once, if you are able to understand the problem, solve it. Else skip at the beginning. Don't try to solve this seating arrangement. What happens here is, sometimes if you start solving the seating arrangement problem without knowing to you, there is a high chance of wasting a lot of time. That means if you start solving a problem, if it is a difficult problem, see, before reading the question, we don't know whether it is a difficult one or easy one. For example, even though it is a difficult one, by reading the question, if you feel that it is an easier one, if you start solving it without knowing to you, around some 5 to 6 minutes, there is a chance of spending some 5 to 6 minutes only on this seating arrangement question. So what my personal suggestion is, if you are able to understand the question by reading it only for once, and if you feel it is easy, attempt it. Else don't waste your time by solving that question. Okay. Now, before going to solve some questions from the seating arrangement, students, let us see some cases for us. What are those cases? Is, for example, if see here, if there is a statement like this, if A is second to right of B, who is third to right of C. There is one statement like this, and there is one more statement. If A is second to right of B and third to right of C, there is a question in this manner. A is second to right of B, who is third to right of C, and there is one more statement. If A is second to right of B and third to right of C. There is a lot of difference between these two statements, students. What actually here is, see, A is second to right of B. Okay, we all know A is second, B here, and to its second I have A. Okay. Next, what is the word? Who is third to right of C. Now tell me who is who in this case? That is nothing but B. This is a preposition. Whenever the sentence is joined with a preposition, that will be related to the second person. So here who means that person is B. Okay, that means B is third to right of C. That means if I have C here 1, 2, 3, I will have B here. That is the meaning of that one. Next, similarly, please see this one. A is second to right of B. Okay, there is B, and to its second I have A. And third to right of C. And means it will reflect our first person here. Okay, that means the same A is third to right of C. A is third to right of C. Understood, students? You should understand the difference between this statement and this statement. Why? Because you will come across these type of statements a lot while solving the questions from this concept called seating arrangement or puzzles. Okay. And next, one more thing. While solving the questions in circular arrangement, okay, if the questions are from circular arrangement, what happens in the case of circular arrangement? Usually we don't have any start or end, students. Okay. In case of circular arrangement, we will not have any particular start or end. Okay, so we should take anything wherever we want. You can start from taking the values or assuming the values. Okay, so why? Because in circle we don't have any start or particular end. Okay, and next, similarly, how you are writing the data. See, while reading the question itself, you should write the data very clearly. Okay, while reading the question itself, you should write the data clearly. Okay, for example, if I say that A is second to B, A is second to B, that means second to B, to right of B. If the question is A is second to right of B, A is second to right of B, that means what I will do? I will take B. With respect to B, I am writing the position of A. That with respect to B, I am writing the position of A. Okay, like this I will indicate. That means below A I will write an underline so that I could understand that, okay, with respect to B I am writing the position of A. It is up to you, students. Not only like this. If you want, you can write like this also. But you should understand, don't write any underline below A. Okay, write here like this. It is up to you. Like this also you can assume, right? Okay, with respect to B, I am writing the position of A. It is up to you. You can follow any method. You can follow any method. Either you write in this manner, in this manner. Next, if A and B are neighbors, if A and B are neighbors, if A and B are neighbors, how you will solve this one? That means how you can take means AB you can write in this manner and please indicate in this manner. Why? Because A may be to the left of B or A may be to the right of B. These two can be interchanged. Okay, if I say that there are two persons between A and B, there are two persons between A and B, then how I will write means I will write A and B in this manner and A and B can be exchanged their positions. Why? Because I don't know towards which side A and B will be there. Okay, like this we will write the data. Anyway, next we will solve some questions. You people observe how we are writing the data. The only thing is you should read the question for only once. You should write your data entirely in this manner, in a representation manner, and without seeing the question, only by seeing these representations, you should solve the problem. Okay, understood? Now we will solve some questions from this area. Okay, now see this one, the first question. A, B, C, D, E and E are sitting on a bench. Okay, A is sitting next to B. That means just now I told you. A is sitting next to B means A may be placed here to the left or right. That means A and B are neighbors. Nothing but A and B are neighbors. Okay, next. C is sitting next to D. That means what? C and D are neighbors. They may be towards their left, right. It can be exchanged. Next, D is not sitting with E. That means D and E are not neighbors. D and E are not neighbors. Next, D is not sitting with E, who is on the left end of the bench. Now tell me who is on the left end on the bench? E. Just now I told you before starting the session itself. And who if you have. Who means who here? E. E is at the left end of the bench. E is at the left end of the bench. Right? Next, C is on the, now see here, C is on the second position from the right. Okay, C is second from right. C is second from right. Next, A is to the right of B and E. If I have B and E to their right direction, A should be seated somewhere, but towards right of B and E. A and E are sitting together. A and C are sitting together. A and C are what? Neighbors. A and C are what? Neighbors. Okay, in which position B is sitting? That is the data they given for us. Now see here students, total how many people are there for me? 5 people are there and they are sitting on a bench. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Right? See, while solving the problems, from which position or from which person we should start means if there is any fixed point in the data or not. First of all, please that one. If there is any fixed point, start from that point only. Now see here, it is very clear. E is at what position? E is at the left end of the row. So what is left end here? E. So here E will be placed. Okay. So this logic is finished. If you want, you can circle it or cross it. But remember, D and E should not be neighbors. That logic is still there. Next, C is second from right. This position is also fixed, right? So where I will have C here. Next, please see here students. A and C are neighbors. A and B are neighbors. A and C are neighbors. A and B are neighbors. That means what? How I should have? A should be between B and C. Right? Then only it will become neighbor. For example, if I take A here. Why? Because A is neighbor to C, right? Can I place B here? Can I place B here? No, it is not possible. Because of that reason, obviously I should take, here it is A. Why? Because A is neighbor to both A, C and B. So C, I will have C here. Then obviously B will come here. Obviously B will come here. So next, only person left for us is who? D. Okay, so A and B are becoming neighbors? Yes. C and D are neighbors? Yes. A and C are neighbors? Yes. A is right of B and E. B and E are here. A is to the right of B and E. A is to the right of B and E here. Right? Now, in which position B is sitting? In which position B is sitting? B is between E and A. B is between C and D? No. B is between C and A? No. B is between E and D? No. B is between E and A? Yes. Yes, so our answer here will become option D. Option D will be the correct answer for us in this case, right? Now we will see the next one. Now see this one. A, B, C, D, E, F, not necessarily in that order, are sitting at a round table. Now they are sitting around a round table. How many are there total? A to F means 6 persons are there. Okay. Next, A is between D and F. A is between D and F, but I don't know towards which direction. They can be exchanged, right? Okay. Next, C is opposite to D. C and D are exactly opposite to each other. And D and E are not neighbors. D and E are not neighbors. Which one of the following pairs must be sitting on the neighboring chairs? That is the question for us. Now see a total how many are there? 6 are there, right? Now first from where we will start means see this one. C and D are what? Exactly opposite to each other. See anyway 6 seats are there. They are sitting in a circular manner. Take any two opposite pairs. Let us assume that C and D are here. C and D are here. Why? Because those two are opposite to each other. Now, please see here students. Let us try to place this portion. Assume that if A is sitting towards right side of D, I will have A here and obviously F will come here, right? Why? Because if I take A here, F will go there. And what is the other chance do you have? See here students, if you want more clarity, write it, draw one more figure or else simply draw inside of this one. For example, if C and D are here, now assume that A is to the left of D. Then where I will have F here? I will have F here. And next one more thing what they are telling, D and E are not neighbors. That means where I should place D in this case? E in this case here. The only chance left for me is here. In this case where I can put E here. And the only person left for us are you B. So definitely I can take B here and here. That is the case, right? That is the case. Yes. Now this is the case for us. Now if you observe carefully, what is our question? Which one of the following pairs must be sitting on neighboring chairs? That means definitely they should sit on neighbors. A and B. Are A and B neighbors either in this case or in this case? No. In this case it is not neighbor and in this case is also it is not neighbor. That is not a must case. C and E are neighbors. Yes, here C and E is neighbor and here also there is C and E are neighbors. Yes, this one is correct. Let us see B and F. B and F are not neighbors in this case or else in this case. This one is also wrong. A and C are not neighbors here or here. So our answer here will become C and E are neighbors. So the only thing is students, you should write this data very clearly. You should read the question for once and write the complete data in this manner, and without seeing the question, by seeing only this data, you should solve the problem. Okay, read the question for once, don't read it for multiple times, read for once, write the data in this manner and then try to solve the problem. That's it, nothing more than that. Okay, now see the next one. 7 men A, B, C, D, E, F, G are standing in a queue in that order. That means he is mentioning that in the same order they are standing on a queue. Now A, B, C, D, E, F and G. 7 persons are there and they are standing in a queue in the same order. Now each person, one wearing a cap of the different color like violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. They are wearing some different colors of caps here. Next, D is able to see in front of him green and blue. That means D can see in front of him green and blue. That means where I can have green and blue, green I can have here or blue here. I can have green here or blue here. Chances, I am writing the chances. In these positions I can have green or blue. Why? Because D can see all these 3 colors or 2 colors. D is able to see in front of him green and blue, but not violet. That means D cannot see violet color. That means from here to here, violet can be worn by any one of these 4 people. Violet colored cap can be worn by D, E, F or G, but not ABC. ABC will not wear violet. Okay, next. E can see violet and yellow. Now see here, E can see what? Violet, but D cannot see violet. Now tell me, that means what is that meaning? D is wearing the violet colored cap. Okay, E can see violet but D cannot see violet. That means what? D is wearing an violet colored cap and E is also able to see what? Yellow. That means here it can be yellow. That means A, B and C will wear green, blue or yellow caps. Okay, those three caps are when D was finished. Okay, now next. Yellow but not red. That means E cannot see red, means red will be there. From here to here, how many chances are there? All these three, there is a chance to have red color cap. Okay, next. G can see caps of all colors other than orange. See, G can see all the caps, right? Except orange. What does it mean? That means G is wearing what? Orange colored cap. G is wearing an orange colored cap. Next, E is wearing an indigo colored cap. Okay, in the question itself we given that E is wearing an indigo colored cap. Next, then the color of the cap worn by F is. Now see, what is the only color left for us? Red color. So that means F will wear which colored cap? Red colored cap here. F is going to wear red colored cap here. Understood? F is going to wear red color cap here. Right? Now we will see the next one. See students, read the question. Read the question. That is important. Now there are 7 persons up on a ladder. A, B, C, D, F not in the same order. Okay. So total 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. There are 7 persons. A is further up than E but is lower than C. That means A is above E but A is below C. Definitely A is below C. This is the first arrangement. Not immediately but this should be the order. Not immediately students. Just this should be the order. First I should have C and somewhere below C I should have A and somewhere below A I should have E. Not immediately, somewhere. Next. B is in the middle. B is in the middle. Out of 7 positions, B is in the middle means what? What we can say? B is in the 4th position. B is in the 4th position. I have written it directly. B there. Next. G is between A and B. Okay. Between A and B I have G. Okay. Between A and B I have G. Okay. E is between B and F. Between B and F I have E. Those two can be exchanged. Next. F is between E and D. F is between E and D. One more logic. F is between E and D. The person on the bottom step of the ladder will be. Okay. Now see here, first we will start from B. Why? Because B position is already fixed. Now between B and A I have who? G. Between B and A I have who? G. So there are 2 chances. 4, 5, 6 and 7. What are those chances? A can be above B and A can be below B. I will take both the chances. Now if I assume A is above B, that means A will be there and in this case here. So where I will have G? I will have G here or here. So this logic is done. We are done with this one. Next, between B and F I have who? E. Already B, one side it is gone. So the only chance for us is BF I have who? E. Here BF I have here E. So this one is also done. We are done with these 2. Next, between E and D I have F. But means already EF is there, so obviously D will go here. EF is there, obviously D will come here. So this one is also finished. Now the only person left here is who? C. The only person left here is who? C. But now come to this logic. C should be above A. C should be above A. Now tell me in which logic it is possible. C should be above A. If you take this one, C is below A and at the same time A should be above E but A is below E. So it is not following this condition, our first condition. Now see this one, C should be above A, yes. A should be above E, yes. That one is also possible. So that means the correct arrangement here is for us this one. See students, after checking all the possibilities, definitely we will be left with only one arrangement. Okay, while solving, if there are multiple chances, write down. Note down the things, but at last we will be left with only one perfect logic. Okay, so here what will be our answer? Our answer here becomes, who is on the last step? Option D. D is in the last position, bottom position. Okay, right? Next one. 4 children are sitting in a row. Okay, fine. A is occupying the seat next to B. That means A and B are what? Neighbors. A and B are neighbors. A is occupying next to B, but not next to C. Now tell me what is meant by but here. But not next to C. But not next to C means A is not a neighbor with C. A and C are not neighbors. A and C are not neighbors. If C is not sitting next to D, C is also not sitting with next to D. Right? Who is or are occupying the seats adjacent to D? Adjacent to D. Now we need to find. Now total how many children are there? 4 children are there. Now see here students, if you take C, C is not a neighbor to A and C is not neighbor to D. So that means where I can put C? Definitely at one corner. Then only it possible, right? Why? Because C is not neighbor to A and D means obviously C will become neighbor to who? B. So there are two chances. CB or CB. These are the two chances which we have. And next A and B are neighbors means I will have A here and the only person left for us is D. I will have A here and the only person left for us is D. Right? Either this arrangement is correct. Here both the arrangements, there is possibility for both the arrangements. Now what is the question? Who is occupying the seat or seats adjacent to D? Who is occupying? Either in this case it is A or in this case also it is A. The same person A. So our answer here will become option A. Option A will be the correct answer for us in this case. Okay. Right. Next one. 5 flats, one above the other, leave 5 professions. The professor has to go up to meet his IAS friend. Okay. So professor's friend is who? IAS officer, and the professor should go above it and it should become what? That means IAS officer will live in a flat above the professor. It may be immediate or far above also, no problem. But the professor should go up. Next one. The doctor is equally friendly to all and he has to go up as frequently as to go down. That means he should go up the same distance and down the same distance. Now tell me in 5 arrangements, if you are moving the equally up and down means what does it mean? That means doctor will be obviously in the middle floor. Doctor will live in the middle floor. Okay, that is the meaning. Next, the engineer has to go up to meet his MLA friend. Okay, that means engineer. Okay, this one is one logic. They are not included. This one is another logic. And the last one is engineer has to go up to meet his MLA friend. That means above engineer, definitely I should have MLA friend. Okay, meet his MLA friend. Above whose flat lives the professor's friend. Above whose flat lives the professor's friend. Now tell me who is professor's friend? Professor's friend is IAS officer. And that means the IAS officer is living a flat above the MLA. Okay, that is the meaning. IAS officer will live in a floor above the MLA. So now come to our order. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. These are the chances. Now see here, first and foremost thing, doctor will occupy in the middle position. Why? Because he is traveling equally. Now I have 2 persons, MLA and IAS officer. I can understand that these two are one above the other. Definitely one above the other. So definitely where I can put one above the other means here I cannot take. Why? Because professor and engineer are there. So here I will get MLA and here I will get an IAS officer. Now we don't have an exact reason which one we need to put at the down floor. It can be professor or engineer. Anyone can be occupied this position. We cannot say exactly. And similarly here also professor or engineer. We cannot say exactly who is living here. Why? Because they didn't mention us any data regarding that one. Okay, they didn't mention us any data regarding the professor and engineer's position. Now the question is, from the ground floor to the top floor, in what order do the 5 professionals live? That is the question. So from the down floor we need to travel to the upper one. So what are the only 2 professions I have? Either engineering or professor. So obviously option C is wrong for me. Why? Because in the ground floor according to that it is IAS officer. But there is still ambiguity with this engineer and professor. See, we have chances for all A, B and D. With the first ground 2 floors, I cannot tell my exact answer. Why? Because in all the 3 options I have professor engineer and professor engineer. But with the remaining one, see who is on the top floor? IAS officer, definitely. There is only one option which satisfies IAS officer. Okay, top floor is IAS officer, next it is MLA, next it is doctor. So we have only one option, right, which is satisfying our given condition. So we will mark that as our final answer. So here our answer is option D. This question was asked in 2014. Okay, actually we don't have an exact clarity regarding professor and engineer. But from the given options, we should choose the best one. That is the reason we are marking option D as our answer in this case. Okay, right. Next one. 5 people A, B, C, D and E are seated about a round table. Okay, every chair is spaced equidistant from adjacent chairs. Okay, now see here, 5 people are seated around a circular one. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here we cannot say exact opposite cases. Why? Because there is no chance. 5 are there. If there are 6, we can put them in such a manner that they are exactly opposite to each other cases. Next, C is seated next to A. It means A and C are what? Neighbors. C is seated next to A. Next, A is seated 2 seats from D. A is seated 2 seats from D. A is seated 2 seats from D. Okay. Okay, so 1, 2. Between A and D I have 2 seats. A is seated 2 seats from D. Next, B is not seated next to A. B and A are not neighbors. Not neighbors. Which of the following must be true? Which of the following must be true? Now let us try to assume it. See, for example, A I have here. Towards left I have C. Similarly, 2 chances are there, right, for me? I have A here and 2 is right, I have C. 2 is right, I have C. So, this one is gone. Between A and D, how many persons are there? 2 persons are there. Between A and D, how many are there? For me, 2 persons are there. So, I have A here, where I can put, if I see in this manner, I have D here. I can put D here, or else I can put D here. D here or here. 2 chances are there for D. I will put one inside and one outside, friends. Okay, for better understanding, there are 2 chances. I can have D here or else D here. 2 chances are there. Similarly, here also, I can have D here if I see in this order, or else I can have D here. Right, 2 chances are there for me. Now, B is not seated next to D. A. Now see here, in this outermost layer, B is not seated next to A, right? So that means B will go obviously where? Here. If B goes there, where I will have E? I will have E here. Now come to inward arrangement. A, C are fixed already. These 2 are fixed for everything. Now, what it is according to this? B should not be neighbor with A, right? So B will go here and I will have E here. I will have E here. Now similarly here also, see the outermost arrangement. See here students, we will write both the arrangements. See, for this we have 2 and for that also we have 2 chances. We will write all the chances. Now in this outermost layer, B where you will go? B will go here and I will have here who? E. In this innermost layer also, now where I will have E? I will have E here and B will go here. If you observe carefully, only BD are there. When it comes to A, E and C, they are remaining as it is. A is between C and D, either 2 is left or right, something like that. Now, come to which of the following must be true? Must be true. First one, D is seated next to B. See here, D is seated next to B in inward case, in outward case. Here also D is seated next to B in inward case as well as outward case. So, in all the cases, D is seated definitely next to B. That is correct. Next, E is seated next to A. Now, please see here, in this case, E is seated next to A, yes. In inward also seated, outward also it is seated. Next, here also E is seated next to A and here also E is seated next to A. That means this one is also correct. So, always D will be seated next to B and E will be seated next to A. So, here both 1 and 2 are correct. Both 1 and 2 are correct. See, even though after doing these many things also, there are some standard things. These are not disturbed. You should write all the chances definitely, and after writing the chances only, then only come to the conclusion, students. Okay, understood? Right. Next one. A group of 630 children is arranged in a row. Okay. For a group of photograph session. Each group contains 3 fewer children than the row in front of it. Row in front of it. What is the number of rows is not possible here. Now see here. Every row we will have 3 children less. For example, in the first row if I have 100 children, next row I should have 97. Next row I should have 94. Okay, like this it will progress. This is the arrangement which we give given for us. Okay, now come to the question. How we will solve this question is with the help of options, students. With the help of options. Now first option is 3 rows. We will check whether 3 rows is possible or not. So first row if it is x, next row it will become how much? X minus 3. Why? Because 3 lesser than. Next row it will become what? X minus 6. Now we will see if the sum. What is the sum of these three things? 3x minus 9. This should be equal to what? 630. Why? Because total 630 children are there, right? Okay. 3x minus 9 is equal to 630. Then it becomes what? 3x is equal to 639. X value will become what for me? 213. There is a possibility, right? That means 213, 210 and 207. Yes, there is a possibility. Okay, 3 persons is fine. Next, I will check the second option. What is the second option given for us? 4. For example, if 4 rows are there. In first row, let us assume x. Next row, it will become what? X minus 3. Next row, x minus 6. And next row, it is x minus 9. Next row, it is x minus 9, right? So, total of this is what? 4x minus 18. 4x minus 18. 4x minus 18, this should be equal to my total 630. This should be equal to my total 630. So, 4x value will become what for us? 648. Then x value will become what here? 162. That means in the first row I can have 162, next row I can have 159, 156 and 153. Yes, there is a possibility for 4 also. Yes, I can have. For example, the next option is a 5. So, how you will have x, x minus 3, x minus 6, x minus 9, 4 are finished and x minus 12. So, total it will become what? 5x. 5x minus 9, 18 and 30. 5x minus 30 is equal to what? It should become 630. And 5x will become what here? 660. And x value becomes what here? 132. Yes, there is a chance for this one also. Now, the last one we will check. What it is? 6th. Obviously, the 6th will become answer, but we will check it why it is not possible for us. Okay, so what it becomes? X, x minus 3, x minus 6, x minus 9, x minus 12 and x minus 15. Now, add all these things, what you will get here? 6x minus 45. What I will get here? 6x minus 45. This should be equal to what? 630. This should be equal to what? 630. Now, what happens to this? 6x is equal to 675. Now, if you want to solve for x, what you will get? 675 by 6. 675 by 6. We will see it. 1 times is 1. I will be left with 1. 1 7 means 2 times. I will be left with 5. 5 5 means 9. And something decimal point I will get, right? So, will there be persons in decimal point? Is there a chance to have the persons in decimals? Persons in decimals? No, not at all. We cannot have the persons in decimals. See, will we have 0.4 person? Will we have 0.2 person? No. If you see in this manner, 129.16 something like this we will get here. Is it possible for 6? No, it is not possible. Because of that reason, they are asking us not possible case only. So, our answer here becomes option D. Option D. In this way, we should verify the options. Understood? If 3 are possible, if 3 cases are possible, means obviously the 4th one will not be possible. Don't check that one. Don't waste your time. Directly write the answer as 6. If you want to verify it, go and verify it. You will get the answer in decimals. So, we will not have human beings in decimals. That is the reason our answer is option D here. Next one. Next one. Now, see here. Consider that, okay, A is taller than B. A simple question this is. A is taller than B. Okay. C is taller than A. That is also fine. D is taller than C. That one is also okay. E is the tallest of all. That means E will go here, there. Next, if they are made to sit in the above order of their height, who will occupy the mid position? Who is occupying the mid position, students? C will occupy the mid position. C will occupy the mid position. A simple one. Okay. Next one. A society consists of only 2 type of peoples. Okay. Who are those fighters and cowards? Okay. There are 2 types of peoples in a society. Fighters and cowards. Okay. Two cowards are always friends. Yes. A fighter and a coward are always enemies. Okay. Fighters are indifferent to one another. That means they will be different from one another. If A and B are enemies, A and B are enemies means what? One of those two, A and B will be what? One will be fighter and the other one will be what? Coward. We don't know as of now who is fighter and who is coward. Okay. A and B are enemies. C and D are friends. C and D are friends. Okay. C comma D are friends. What they are telling? The cowards will be always friends. Two cowards are always friends, right? That means C and D will go under which category? Cowards category. C and D are cowards. Okay, good. C and D are friends. E and F are indifferent to each other. Who will be indifferent from each other? Fighters are always indifferent to one another. Fighters are always indifferent to one another. That means what I can write? E and F are fighters. E and F are fighters. C and D are cowards. Still we don't know about A and B as of now. Next. A and E are not enemies. A and E are not enemies, while B and F are enemies. See here students, B and F are enemies means already we know that F is a fighter. F is a fighter. Then obviously B will go to which category? B will go to coward category. And next, similarly, we know that B and A are opposite enemies. If B is coward, A will come to which category? Fighters category. Fighters category. So now the fighters are A, E and F and the cowards are B, C, D. Now come to the which of the following statements is correct? B, C, F are cowards. Is F a coward? No. F is a fighter. So that one is wrong. That one is wrong for us. Next, A, E and F are fighters. Yes, A, E and F are fighters. That is the correct answer for us. But we will check the remaining two. B and D are of same category. No, they are from different categories. A and F are in different categories. No, these two are in same group. So here our answer becomes A, E and F are fighters. A, E and F are fighters. Next one. Two men, Anil and David. Okay, men are there. Two men are there. Anil, David. And two women, Shabnam and Rekha. Women we have. Who are they? Shabnam and Rekha. Shabnam and Rekha. Right? We have two men and two women. Next. Are in a sales group. Okay. Overall 4 people are in the sales group. Next. Only 2 speak Tamil. Okay. 2 speak Tamil. Okay. The other 2 speak who? What? Marathi. So 2 will speak what? Marathi for us. Okay. Only 1 man and 1 woman can drive a car. 1 man and 1 woman can drive the car. Okay. Shabnam speaks Marathi. Okay. In that, Shabnam is speaking what? Marathi. Anil speaks Tamil. Anil is speaking Tamil. Right? Both Rekha and David can drive. Okay. These people, he can drive and she can drive. Right? This is the data they given for us. This is the data they given for us. That means obviously Anil cannot drive and Shabnam cannot drive. Why? Because only 1 man and 1 woman will drive. Okay. So that means these people will not drive and we don't know what language will be spoken by David and what language will be spoken by Rekha as of now. As of now. Now, which of the following statements is true? First one, both the Tamil speakers can drive a car. See here, who can drive the car? Rekha and David. Already we know that one will speak Tamil and one will speak Marathi, means obviously these two will speak different languages. One Tamil and the other one Marathi. But what is telling? Both the Tamil speakers can drive. Is it true? No, definitely not. Why? Because if one speaks Tamil, obviously the other should speak Marathi. Why? Because 2 speaks Tamil and 2 speaks Marathi. So that is wrong. Next, both the Marathi speakers can drive. This one is also the same logic, another language. That's it. So that one is also false. Next, both of those who can drive a car speaks Marathi. See, both the speakers. This one is also indirectly the same thing. Can they both speak Marathi? No. One should speak definitely Tamil. Next, one of those who can drive a car speaks Tamil. One. Obviously, one will speak Tamil, right? Yes. The third one is correct. The fourth one is correct option for us here. Okay. So, one of those two who can drive the cars can speak obviously Tamil. One will speak Tamil and the other speaks Marathi here. Okay. Next one. In a school, there are there were 5 teachers. A and B were teaching Hindi and English. Okay. A and B is teaching what? Hindi as well as English. Hindi as well as English. Next, C and B were teaching English and geography. C and B were teaching English and geography. Next, D and A were teaching mathematics and Hindi. D and A was teaching maths as well as Hindi. Next, E and B were teaching history and French. E and B were teaching history and French. History and French. Okay, now read the question. Who among the teachers was teaching maximum number of subjects? Who among the teachers was teaching the maximum number of subjects? Please observe here, students. From this, it is very clear that only one of those two things or two people are, repeated candidates are who are repeated here mostly, A and B. Apart from A and B, C, D and E were asked for only once. So try to check A and B, that is enough. You will get the answer. Now A is speaking or A is teaching how many subjects? Hindi, English, and where do I have? Once again here already Hindi I have written. So maths. So overall A is teaching how many subjects? 3 subjects here. Now come to B. B teaches Hindi, English, and next B is teaching here English and geography. Already I have written English, right? So we will write geography, and E is teaching once again here history and French. These two are new subjects, history and French. Now please observe here, student, overall B is teaching how many subjects here for us? B is teaching 5 subjects for us here. So our answer here becomes B. Who among the teachers is teaching the maximum number of subjects? So how many, what will be our answer in this case? B will be our answer. Why? Because B is teaching 5 subjects here, right? Next one. If 2 boys and 2 girls are to be arranged in a row, so that the girls are next to each other, how many possible not next to each other, how many such arrangements are possible? See here, students, actually this question may look like a seating arrangement question, but actually we will solve this one with the help of permutations and combinations. Already we are done with that concept, so we will apply the same thing here, students. What actually it is, see here, they are telling that no 2 girls should sit next to each other, right? But we will try to find. See, can I say in this manner? No 2 girls sit next to each other means only 2 girls are there. So no need to worry, directly we can say is equal to total minus girls sit together. This case I can write. Can I write this case? Or can sit together? Actually not next to each other. Girls should not be sit next to each other, but I will find it in reverse order. Why? Because that is very much easy for me. Total minus girls not girls sit together. If girls sit together, see, do you remember our permutations? While we solved some type of questions like always vowels come together, always consonants come together. So similarly here also, total number of ways, tell me, total how many people are there? 2 girls and 2 boys. So total 4 persons can be arranged in how many ways? In 4 factorial ways. 4 people can be arranged in 4 factorial ways. 4 factorial means what it will become? Total 24 different ways. That means we can arrange them in 24 different ways. Now we will come to our special case, what? Girls sit together. If girls sit together, how we will write the category, students? Similar to our vowels come together. Boy 1, boy 2, and we will consider these girls as a single group. Similar to our vowels case. Always vowels come together means what we have done, the similar thing, right? So boy 1, boy 2 and the 2 girls sitting together. Now total how many are there? 3 are there, 3 factorial, and the girls can be internally shuffled in 2 factorial ways. So 3 factorial into 2 factorial. So it becomes what? 6 2s are 12. 6 2s are 12. Now come to our actual one. Girls not sitting together. Together means what we will do? Total minus girls sit together. Total is 24 and from this minus 12. So our answer here will become what? 12. So our answer here becomes 12. Understood, students? See, actually even though it looks like a seating arrangement or arranging, but we will arrange this one with the help of permutations. Then it will be easy for us. we will get the answer very easily. Else what you people should do means, you should write all the chances and you should count. See what is the answer which we got, 12. So while writing 12 chances, sometimes there is a chance of doing mistake. Sometimes we may add an additional arrangement, or sometimes we may count some less number of arrangements. So to avoid that confusion, take the help of permutations and combinations. That will be very much easy for us to get the answer. Okay, next one. There are 5 hobby clubs in a college. They are photography, yachting, chess, electronics and gardening. The gardening group meets every second day. Actually, we discussed the similar one while discussing LCM and HCF concept, students. Okay, all these concepts, you may feel that, okay, these are the arranging or something like that, but it is related to some other concepts. Okay, see here the gardening group meet every second day. Okay, gardening meets on every second day. That means for every 2 days they will meet. Next, electronic group meets every third day. Electronic group meets every third day. Next, the chess group meets every 4th day. Right? Next, the hatching group every 5th day. Hatching every 5th day. And the photography every 6th day. The photography every 6th day. Right? They are meeting on different days. Now, how we will say a common one? Nothing but the LCM, right? So, please find the LCM of 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. See here students, while finding the LCM of 2, 3, 4 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, actually you can eliminate 2 and 3. There is no need to consider 2 and 3. What is the reason behind that is, already 4 is there. 4 is a multiple of 2. So, there is no need to verify for 2, drop it. Already 6 is there is no need to check once again 3, drop it. So, simply find the LCM for 4, 5 and 6. What is the LCM for 4, 5 and 6 students? You will get this one as 60. That means on every 60th day, all the 5 groups people will meet at once. On every 60th day, all the 5. Now the question is, in 180 days, how many times they all will meet for at once? So, every 60 days they will meet for once. In 180 days, how many we will have? 3 times. That means in 180 days they will meet for, all the 5 groups of people will meet for how many times? 3 times in the same day. Okay, next one. A runs faster than B. That means A, I will write above B. And B runs fast but not faster than C. See, read this one. A runs faster than B and B runs as fast but not faster than C. As fast but not faster than C means what? What does it mean? That means B and C will run with equal speed. See here, B runs as fast but not faster than C. E will run as fast as C but not faster than C. That means B will run in the same speed of C. Next, then as to compared to A, C runs. C runs. Now see here students. C runs what? How C runs? C runs faster than A? No, C will not run faster than A. Slower than A? Yes. C runs slower than A. Okay, C runs slower than A. So our answer really becomes option A. Option A. But not faster than C. B runs as fast but not faster than C means B is running with the equal speed of C. Okay, right? So here our answer becomes option A. Next one. Each of A, B, C, D has rupees 100. Okay, all the 4 persons have 100 with them. 100, 100, 100. Okay, A pays rupees 20 to B. That means now after paying 20 to B, A will have how much? 80 and B will have how much? 120. Right? Next, who pays 10 to C? Tell me who means here who? B. That means not about, he is speaking about B. That means B is paying 10 rupees, right? Now B will have how much? B will have 110 and C will have how much? 110. Next, B who pays rupees 10 to C. Who gets 30 from D? Tell me who is he? Who in this case? C. C is getting what? 30 from D. 30 from D means D will become how much now? From this 70 and here it will become 110 will become 140. Why? Because he is receiving 30 from D. So now finally A have 80 rupees, B have 110 rupees, C have 140 rupees and D have 70 rupees with him. Now come to the options. In this context, which one of the following statements is not correct? He is asking us not correct. Now, D is the poorest. Yes, actually see here 80, 110, 140 and 70. Who is the poorest among these four? D is the poorest. That one is correct, but that is not our answer. Why? Because we need to choose a wrong one here. Next, C is the richest. Yes, C is the richest. That one is also not our answer. B is richer than D. Yes, B is having 110 and D is having 70. Yes, that one is true, but that is not our answer. Next, C has more than what A and D together have. A and D together have how much? See here. A and D together have how much? 150. What is telling? C has more than what A and D together have. C is having just 140. A and D together we have 150. That means C is having less than A and D together. But what he is saying? C is having more than A and D together. So this will be our answer. This will be our answer, which is actually wrong. But here they asked us to choose the wrong one only, which is not correct. So our answer here becomes option D. Option D. Next one. In a group of persons traveling in a bus, 6 persons speak Tamil. Okay. Tamil speaking people are how many in number? 6. Next, 15 can speak Hindi. Hindi speaking people are 15 in number. Okay. And 6 can speak Gujarati. 6 can speak Gujarati. In that group, none can speak any other language. That means definitely in that group, they should speak any one of these two, any one of these three, or he can speak multiple languages also, no problem. Now, if 2 persons in the group speak 2 languages, 2 persons speak 2 languages. It can be any 2. It can be Tamil Hindi, Hindi Gujarati, Gujarati Tamil. We don't know exactly. And 1 person can speak all the 3 languages. Okay, 3 languages can be spoken by only 1 person. Then how many persons are there in the group? Now see here, overall there are 3 groups for us. And how we will draw when there are 3 groups? The intersection is like this. Tamil, Hindi and Gujarati. Overall we know that Tamil speaking people are how many in number? 6. Hindi are 15 and Gujarati are 6 in number. So the overall one we should write outside. Whenever you are drawing a Venn diagram or whenever you are putting values in the Venn diagram, always start from the most common area. What is the most common area? Most common area means all the 3 are intersected. Where the 3 are intersected, this is the area. This is the area where all the 3 people were intersected. In this area, what is the number? 1 person can speak all the 3 languages, right? So I should put that one here. Next category. 2 persons can speak 2 languages. See here, where are 2 languages intersection? This is 2 language intersection. This is 2 language intersection and this one is 2 language intersection. It is up to you. Put that 2 anywhere you want. Let us assume I will put that 2 here and there is no one here and here for time being. Why? Because I don't know exactly. In the question also they didn't mention. You can put this 2 anywhere you want and leave the other 2. Now if I take 2 here, what about the people who speak only Tamil? According to this, 3 are already done. Overall it is 6 means here I will have 3. Why? Because this circle should total accommodate 6 persons. Already 3 persons are there here, so more I need to put 3 here. Next, this circle completely should accommodate 15 persons. Already 3 are there, so here I will become how many? 12 in number. Now this circle completely should accommodate how many persons? 6. Already 1 is there, so I will have 5 here. Now simply add all these things. 3 plus 2 it is 5. 5 plus 12 it becomes 17. 17 plus 1 18. 18 plus 5 it is 23. That means there are 23 persons in that group. See here students, if you want to verify it, take this 2 here from here and put that one here and do the similar process. You will get the same number 23. Take that 2 from here and put that 2 here and do the similar process. You will get the same 23. So here total in that group how many people are there? 23 are there. So that in that group how many people are there for us? 23 people. Always start taking from the common portion students. Okay. Next one. A person is standing on the first step from the bottom of a ladder. Okay. If he has to climb 4 more steps to reach exactly the middle step. See here students. There is a ladder. We don't know exactly how many steps are there in that ladder for time being. Now there is a person who is standing on the first step, and what they are telling is first step from the bottom. If he has to climb 4 more steps, he will reach exactly the middle one. See here, 4 more steps means 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now he will come to this step, and what they are telling, this is the middle one. This is the middle one. Now see here, he is on the first one and he is climbing fourth one, means here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This is what? This is the fifth one. Okay, this is the fifth step. That means if fifth is middle, now tell me how many numbers are possible? Definitely 9. It is a very simple question. So in that ladder we will have overall 9 steps. Why? Because in 9 only the middle one will become 5. That is very clear. See here students, with common sense also we can avoid this 8th and 10th one. Why? Why? Because in 8 and 10 do we have middle portion? They are even numbers, right? Tell me what is middle one in 8 ladders? Is it possible for us? Which is not at all possible. Is there for 10 steps can we identify the middle one? Not possible. Always to identify the middle step, definitely we should have the numbers in odd in number. Then only we can tell the middle one. So with that logic we can eliminate 8 and 10. But if you know the general procedure also, we can say that there are total 9 steps in that ladder. Next one. 8 students A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H around a circular table equidistant from each other, facing the center of the table, not necessary in the same order. Okay. B and D sit neither adjacent to C nor opposite to C. Okay. B comma D are not adjacent to C. Okay, not adjacent to C and opposite to C. They are not even opposite to C. Not adjacent to C and as well as not neighbor. Adjacent in the sense not neighbor to C and not opposite to C. Next, A sits in between E and D. A is sitting between E and D, and this E and D can be interchanged their positions. Next, and F sits between B and H. F is sitting between what? B and H. F sits between B and H. Okay, which one of the following is definitely correct? That is the question for us. Total how many students are there in that circle? 8 students are there for us. Okay, please note down those 8 positions first of all. Right? Like this, we can put 8 positions. Now see here students, who is most repeated one? Actually from C we will try to solve it. From C we will try to solve it. Here B and D will not be seated, and here also B and D will not be seated. See, why? Because B and D, for C, B and D are not neighbors. So where B and D I can put actually BD, the chances for BD are here, BD are here, BD are here and BD are here. But total out of 4 we cannot put all the 4. But as of now we will assume B and D are there. Okay, now see here, between A and E I have A. Between D and A I have E. E I have A, and between B and H I have F. F. Now see here students. Now from this what we can see here is where I can put for example if I assume B here or here. Okay, B and D. Do we have any other logic here? I mean, did they mention? No. Okay, for time being we will B and D. This type of questions, what we need to do is we will try to eliminate the option students. Why? Because there are maximum possibilities and there is not even a connectivity between here. So first one, B sits in between A and G. Which one is definitely correct, right? I will try to write a position such that B is not sitting between A and G. Like that I will make an arrangement. See here, for example, if I take B here and I will take D here. Intentionally I will take B here, D here. It is satisfied? Yes. Now between D and E I have who? A. B and H I have who? F. Now what I will do is, where I can put B now? If I put here B, it is not possible for me. So what I will do is, I will take D here, okay, A here and E here, intentionally. D, A, E. Okay. Next, I will take B here, okay, B here, next F here and H here, and I can take G here. Is it possible for me? Yes, it is possible for me. Now in this arrangement, please see here students, B, D, G, okay. In this arrangement, B sits between A and G. Is it mandatory that B is sitting between A and G? G is here and A is here. Is B sitting between A and G? No. So that one is false. With one arrangement, I made it false. Okay. Next, C sits opposite to G. Is C sitting opposite to G in this case? No. C is sitting opposite to E. That one is also false. E sits opposite to F. Is E sitting opposite to F? No. That one is also false. By writing one arrangement, take any random arrangement. I can make 3 statements false. Okay. So our answer here becomes none of the above. Our answer here becomes none of the above. Next one. 3 persons A, B, C are standing in a queue, not necessarily in the same order. Okay. A, B, C are standing in a. There are 4 persons between A and B. Between A and B, I have 4 persons. Between A and B, I have 4 persons. Next. And 7 persons between B and C. Between B and C, I have 7 persons. I have 7 persons. If there are 11 persons ahead of C, that means above C I have 11 persons and below A I have 13 persons. 13 persons. What could be the minimum number of persons in that queue? Minimum number of persons in that queue. Now please see here students, there are 2 chances. One is C is above A and the other one is A is above C. Let us assume 2 chances are there for us. Now for example, if I assume that C is above A, above C how many persons are there for me here? 11 persons are there. Okay, good, superb. Above C how many are there? 11 persons are there. Now here if I take C is below A, above C how many are there? 11 are there. But what is saying below A how many I should have? 13. 13. Above C I should have 11 and I should have here how many? 13. So more how many people I will have here? 13 and I will have 11 here. Tell me in which case we will have minimum number of persons? In this case or in this case? In this case or in this case, which case we will have minimum number of persons? In this case we will have many number of persons. So we will not take this one. Definitely we will consider this is the logic. Okay, why? Because above C I have 11 and below A I will have 13. So see here, including C, from here how many I will have? Above C I will have 11, right? Now tell me where I should put B? Where I should put B? Definitely between A and C. Between A and C. Then only I will have the minimum number of persons. Between A and B how many I have? 4 persons are there between A and B. Between B and C how many persons I have? 7 persons. 7 persons. Okay, let us check. If I take B is between A and C. Now what will happen? Above C how many I will get? 7 plus B, 8. 8 plus 4 what it becoming? 12. But actually above C how many I should have? Only 11 persons. So is it satisfying this one? No, it is not satisfying. So what I will do is A and C anyway it is very clear. A is above C. A is above C, then only we will get. I will take B here. I will take B here. Now I will check whether it is going to satisfy or not. Okay. If I take like this A, C, B, is it possible for me? If I take like this A and C, if I take like this, is it possible for me to solve this one? No, it is not possible. Why, sir? What is the reason? Actually between A and B how many I should have? 4 people. But if I write like this, between C and B itself we have 7. Is it possible? No, not possible. So A, C and the other possibility is what? B. This is one more possibility. Now between A and B I have how many? 4. Okay, fine. Between A, C and B I should have how many in number? Between C and B I should have how many in number? 7. 7. This is little bit possible for us. Now see here students, this is the correct arrangement for us. Now between A and B how many? 4 in number and including A 5. Between A and C how many I will have? 2. Then overall 7 will be satisfied. That means from B to C I will have 7 and above C I should have how many? 11 in number. So up to B 7 and including B 8 and above B I will have 3. So 3 here and from here to here 8. From here to here 8. And next C here from A to C. A and C, between A and C how many are there? 3 are there and below this C, I mean A I should have overall 13 in number. So that means here below C I will have how many in number? 10. Understood? Understood? Below 2, why? Because below A I should have 13. So including this 3 and every 10. Between A and B I will have how many? 8, including B. And above B how many I will have? 3. So 3 plus 8 plus 10, what it becomes? 21. 21, or where we are missing any, are we missing anything? Here 3, 2 plus 1, 3 and 10. 10 plus 8, it is 18. Okay, we should also count C, right? So 9. 9 here, 9, 9. So 9 plus 10, 19, 19 plus 3, 22. So that means in that row overall how many people are there? 22 persons are there. A minimum of 22 persons can be accommodated in that row. Minimum quota number is 22. 22, right? Next one. The letters A, B, C, D, F are arranged in such a way that there are exactly 2 letters between A and E. How many ways such arrangements are possible for us? Now, we are arranging them in such a manner that there are exactly 2 letters between A and E. So, total how many positions are there for me? 5 positions are there. What I can arrange here? See here, I can arrange AE here or else EA here. And similarly, what I can arrange here? I can take AE like this, or I can take EA like this. These are the only possibilities for me, such that there is only exactly 2 people between them. So in this 1, 2 and 3, these 3 people can be arranged in 3 factorial ways. Here also 1, 2, 3, these 3 people can be arranged in 3 factorials. 1, 2, 3, this can be arranged in 3 factorial ways. 1, 2, 3, these 3 can be arranged in 3 factorial ways. So overall 6 4s are 24. That means we can arrange them in how many different ways? We can arrange them in 24 different ways. 24 different ways. Understood? Like this we are going to solve our problems. Okay students, so please do some practice for this, and remember one more thing. Don't think that in our UPSC CSAT they are not going to ask us seating arrangement in such a level that banking examination or any CAT exam. They will ask us only the simple one. So please do practice. That is enough. Okay. Thank you very much. We will see a new concept in our next session. Thank you.